Bonjour. Hello, how are you all? Just thought I'd say that. So, hello, like she said, I'm Shannon Shepherd, art teacher, Betsy Lane High School. It's good to see you guys. Glad you could come out today. So, hook and grabber. When I first started teaching, I've been teaching 26 years now. I'm old. I taught grade school for a few years, and then I went to high school and I found rulers that had the word art on it with F in front of it. I thought I would see that in grade school, but it was high school when I saw that for the first time. Yeah. All right. So this grant I wrote the need, or I had the need for. I had a student last year. I got to tell you this. A student, she brought me some artwork because we're always entering art shows. Here's another art teacher, or we're trying to. And this art show allowed us to enter some photography. And she said, I have some really awesome photography. She's a pretty good art student. So I said, all right, bring them to me. Let's look at them. She had all these images on a jump drive. Brought them, and they sucked. I mean, there's only some way to, you try to be nice. They had aspects that could have been really good, and that's what I talked to her about. And these were places she had been, landscapes, still lifes, things like that she had taken pictures of. And so when I broke her heart, and told her that I can't use those, I realized at that point in time, hey, let's write a KVEC grant and see if we can get some hands-on cameras. Everybody has a phone now. Everybody has a camera, so it's even more than that. It gives me the opportunity with the kids to do some photography skills and photography composition stuff that this student desperately needed. So that's why I wrote the grant. It's for students like her and the other students. And KVEC, of course, they're awesome. I'm so appreciative that they help the arts out, and not only arts, but all of you all and all of us. So let me look over my notes here. So we were going to go from there this year. Cameras are ordered. And some digital software. They all have laptops, so we can do editing, all that stuff in our class, besides on the phones, all that. And so what I hope to do is introduce them to a few famous photographers, or photographers they might know of. Right offhand, I think of Ansel Adams and Dorothea Lange. Let them kind of meet those people through history, and then go from there into photography, digital photography, and then go from there into what makes a good composition and for a picture and all that. So that's basic plan. What they will end up doing, though, is researching a little bit, investigating. They'll end up producing, because that's part of this. They get a hands-on product they can take home, or a hands-on product that they can enter into art shows. And then finally, we will do some, of course, there'll be class critiques, there'll be Mr. Shepherd critiques, and there'll be them helping each other, and that's really what it's about. They help me more than I help them most of the time. So the outcomes, hopefully, and I see it happening, outcomes, definitely some experience, some hands-on products, some, try not to look at my notes. So hands-on products, outcomes, let me flip over here. Okay. Nervous this time around. Summative, formative assessments, of course, we'll do all that stuff, because what's the point of teaching if you're not going to try to reinforce it and review it and help them in the long run? The big outcome for this one, for me, for them, for all of us, I love photography. They hopefully will gain some experience and help them in photography and using what they already have on hand, computers, digital phones, cameras that KVEC is providing, to produce some stuff that they can feel really good about. And the teacher won't cut down on them or say it's nasty or it sucks or whatever, And I'm a big hands-on person, of course, being art. Experience is the best teacher a lot of times, I feel like, and I believe. And without the hands-on part, it's hard to have the experience part. I want to leave you guys with a quote. I love this photographer, Dorothea Lange, mentioned her earlier. She did Migrant Mother, probably most everybody's familiar with Migrant Mother. And she said this about a camera, and you guys think about this too, because it's true, or it hits me in the head. The camera is an instrument that teaches people how to see without a camera and that's Dorothea Lang. Big outcome is students. I love downstairs at lunch when the guy prayed and he mentioned that, that's why we're here. That's why.